I am Chelsea Payne. I am the Executive Administrative Assistant at Recovery Resources.
It's a mouthful.
It is.
So what's that mean?
So was hired on and come in to help Tabitha and Craig with the overload of paperwork and try to navigate where I'm needed.
Okay. So. And where have you found yourself being needed the most?
The paperwork. All the paperwork. And I'll look at people's calendars and see what they're doing that day. So if I have scheduled an intake that day and everyone's busy that day, I can step up and do it myself, which also gives me the opportunity to be engaged with the people in that house too. So as I'm dropping someone off, they do their intake, I'm engaging with the other people in the house too.
You feel like that's like obviously the meat and potatoes of what Recovery Resources is interacting and getting messy and being face to face with the guys that we serve as well. So that sounds like something that you're really interested in doing.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. So it gives me the opportunity to have one-on-ones with them, get to know them a little better because I am a newer staff. So I get to take that time and get to know them better as long as they get to, and then vice versa, they get to know me a little better too, so.
Absolutely. But still, even though the administrative portion is super, super important.
It is. It is very important,
You come from a background of interacting with people, so I'm sure that how it's changed up makes you feel a little bit, I don't know, it's different, I suppose.
It is. It's a lot different, but I'm loving it.
Okay.
So.
What do you love about it? As opposed to where you were, or maybe not even in relation to any past job, but just what do you love about it?
That I can work on stuff as need be. So as a need be basis, I can take stuff home. I can still be a mom and work at the same time. I thrive in the chaos of things. So if I've got more than one thing going on, I tend to do it better. So my previous job, I would have my 2 computers set up. I would be doing homework, work, and cooking supper all at the same time. And somehow I would ace things at school because I was thriving in the chaos of all the things. So I have gotten to watch it grow from the early stages to where it is now. And it is... what I have gotten to watch has been amazing, and it's taking people and empowering them after addiction. So, and whatever that looks like for them, because everyone's walk of life is different in recovery. So it's getting to watch people make connections, people build their relationships, getting to know who they are after addiction. So it's pretty cool.
It's different for everybody, of course. But what do you think was the most powerful attribute for you in your recovery when you were early on?
Building the relationship that I had burnt with my family.
So what's that look like today?
So me and my sister grew up, we were best friends. That was my first best friend. We went 3 or 4 years without any contact whatsoever, and she was the person who came and picked me up and took me to the comm center, I think is what it used to be called. And it went from not talking to, if we don't talk every day, we're messaging each other hey, what's wrong, haven't heard from you. And not only that, I get to spend time with my niece. My sister lets me have her for days on end, and my niece loves it. She goes home and she's showing her crystals that she stole out of my cabinet. Look, this is what Aunt Chelsea gave me, and it's always fun.
It is. It's purposeful. It's you're dependable. Yeah. What do you? This would be an opportunity to share openly about it. But where would you want to see? What would you like to see Recovery Resources offer that it's not currently offering? You can dream big.
I know, I'm trying. I don't know. There's a lot that they already offer. I haven't really thought about that one.
it's like the peripherals of what we think of in recovery, right? Like we need safe and stable housing, we need transportation, probably, depending on the community we live in. We need a job that could potentially lead into a career, some family reunification, and the connection to a recovery community. But there's a few other pillars there that a lot of us do that like we leave out secondarily. And I agree with you. We do a lot, and it's very wide open, and it's very organic in that. Like if it comes up, and we're just like a community, and we go and do those things. But just something, maybe it's like extracurricular, or it's like a hobby building, or like technical, or anything along those lines.
So, speaking of technical, maybe doing like, because I know a bunch of the guys have expressed wanting to go back to school and stuff, but they don't know how to start that. Well, I just recently started going back to school, and I know how to, all the ropes that you have to go through, all the paperwork you have to fill out. Maybe do like a class, like a FAFSA class, who to contact, things like that. Like if you want to get further back into school and start a career, how do you do that? Who do you contact? What paperwork needs to be done? So maybe a class on like re-entry to college.
Absolutely. That's amazing.
Yeah. Because I had to be taught. I had no idea.
Yeah, well, it can be intimidating, but also very empowering once I'm starting and making that, especially. I have a few guys in mind that I could send to you right now, actually. What is your favorite thing about your life today?
Being a mom. Like I was always, I had my youngest at a very young age. I was 19, fresh out of high school, and I didn't know how to be a mom. We pretty much grew up together, and it was a wing it kind of thing. And today I get to show up and be there for my oldest, but not only my oldest, but my youngest too. And I also have a middle child that I get to be there for him as much as I can. So, yeah, being a mom.
That's it.
Yeah.
Where do you hope to see your life in the next couple years?
Graduating college, buying a house, getting married this year. So that's a big one. Something I never thought would happen. Like, who can put up with me that long? Getting to watch my oldest graduate high school, watch my middle child go into high school.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It is. What piece of, I don't know, maybe some quote, or maybe a advice, suggestion, something as far as motivational that would be for people that are just starting this process, just starting into recovery? What would you give them?
Don't give up when you're uncomfortable. That means you're growing. I've been put in some very uncomfortable situations. What's another one? So a lot of people who get into recovery, they find that the peace is boredom, and it's mistaking that peace with boredom. So it's really not that you're bored, it's you're at peace. So that one was a big one for me, because sometimes I'm like, man, I'm bored, but it's really not that I'm bored. It's my life is peaceful today and it's quiet. I'm not on the go 24/7 and having to run here and there and do things. So, and just letting, loving people where they are. So,
Like acceptance.
yes, acceptance is a big one.
Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.